Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today because banks are doing crazy things. Banks are putting holds on cash right now. Kaboom. Okay? Please, we're going to get into this right away. Do not forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Uranium Energy Corporation. A little bit more about them later, but let's get right into it. One of my subscribers, David, wrote me that he has had a relationship with his credit union for 6 years now. And I'll show you guys. I'm out in Newport, public doc on this one. I just said private, it's public. And David goes into his credit union, got some checks, got some cash, and makes a deposit. And no problem. How are you, Dave? How's it going? Effective October 1st at the credit union. He asked me not to give the credit union here away in Southern California, but as of October 1st, 2022, they're putting holds on all deposits, including cash. How insane is that? How absolutely, utterly ridiculous is that? So, now, what's the hold? He put $2,000 in. They're going to give him half of it tomorrow, not immediate, and the other half the following day. Now, you can sit there and people are going to say, this guy's a deadbeat. He doesn't pay his bills. He's obviously got issues. No, guys. The banks have issues right now. The credit unions, which I have been promoting credit unions, guys, for the longest time, telling you guys how they're much safer, they're much more stable. But again, have you guys gone and introduced yourself to the bank? Have you talked about what your business is, how you guys get paid? We get paid a lot by credit cards, get a lot of checks, get a lot of cash. But again, $2,000 is not a tremendous amount of cash. It's nothing. Now, it's funny. I had to write a check to someone, and my accountant is write a check, don't give this person cash, keep a record of it for something they were doing for the business. So I went in, deposited cash, and wrote a check, and that person came in couple hours later and cashed it. Different bank, okay? But this is done all the time now, guys. But again, you're starting to see banking change dramatically before our eyes. And if you don't think that this is getting worse right now, you're kidding yourself right now. Last week, the Bank of Japan, had an issue, spent almost $19 billion buying treasury bonds and propping up its own money last week to keep it afloat. And then, you're having country after country, central bank after central bank that are having these meetings talking about places like Credit Suisse, saying that there's no issue with Credit Suisse is ridiculous. Again, there are problems with these banks, that we don't know about completely. Germany's got a problem. It's going to happen. And again, energy problems that they have, it's only going to get worse, guys. When's it going to get fixed? When are you going to sit there and realize that there's an issue with these banks right now, that it's just getting worse? Now, stock market goes up yesterday and everybody's all happy and giddy, and it's great. You've got to be in the stock market, and I totally agree with you there. But I also agree that you've got to have the proper plays right now, and you need to know where your money's supposed to be at, should be at. Talk to financial advisors, get some solid advice, make sure that your finances are in order. Spoke with Chris from Financial Prepper, and great guy out of Louisiana. But again, his message is the same thing. His message is get out of debt. And the one thing that guy pushed last week when we were at the conference was how much better your life is going to be if you don't have bills. And you can sit and say, Dan, that takes money and I have no money right now. No, the idea with it right now is not to be beholden to the banks, not to have credit cards. Get rid of the credit cards. If you have smaller credit cards, talk to someone that will tell you what your credit should be. But understand this, if you don't need the credit, consolidate credit cards. Get rid of the ones you don't need. Have one bill. I believe in stuff like that, and work on paying it down. Okay? Do what you can do to get yourself out of debt. Refinance your debt right now and get out of it while you still can. Okay? These banks are not in good shape right now. A bank putting a hold on cash And he flipped out. I got to talk to you about this. It's very important. And this is, no, sir, it's not you. Don't understand. This is everybody. We're doing this with everybody. There's no immediate credit for cash anymore. So there's no immediate credit. And, well, wait a second. Don't I get it? So tonight at midnight, I get this money. No, this was not in the ATM. This was speaking to a teller at this place. Now, tip of the island over here. Just a stunning day out here. But again, guys, do you think there's a problem with these banks? I tell people this, get cash out of the bank. What does that mean? It means, let's say you're on a fixed income, you have a certain percentage out of the bank, and make sure that you don't have more. If you have more than $250,000 in the bank, you're crazy. You really are. If it's not protected, if it's not insured. Will there be insurance around there? We don't know, but protect yourself, needless to say. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. There's a lot more to cover in the video. Let's talk about our sponsor, Uranium Energy Corporation. I love this company. The ticker symbol is UEC. They are a pure uranium play. Now, uranium. Did you know that 1 in every 5 houses in the United States is powered by nuclear power? I didn't know that. The other thing is that in the United States, we have to import all of our uranium to do that, to run those 1 in 5 houses. Now, around the country, 50% of all the imported uranium around the globe comes from one person, and that's Vladimir Putin, who's basically sitting on it right now. UEC is a pure uranium play. They have over 5 million pounds of uranium that's being stored in Texas, Wyoming, and Canada right now. They're fully functioning and fully operational right now. And again, they're traded on the New York Stock Exchange. I love this company because when I had Bob Kudla on, I ran into him last month at the Waldorf Astoria. I said, listen, if you had $1,000 and you would get somebody into a new investment, what would it be? Oh, uranium, Dan. And I told him about UEC, and he said, it's a great company. And Amir Adnani, the CEO of the company, okay, you've seen this guy on TV. He runs gold mining also, the company Gold Mining. And this guy is, you know, an absolutely brilliant businessman. And he's assembled the greatest team. He's assembled a great company that is absolutely, truly invest in the future of uranium. We have an energy problem around the globe. OPEC just said that they were shutting off oil and closing it down. Yeah, it's going to happen. They're going to cut down production, which is going to make energy prices only go up. We need more uranium. Right now, think about this. Germany, other countries, Japan, are reopening their nuclear reactors right now. Why is that? Because all their green energy failed and they need to go to uranium. Take a look at UEC. It's under $4 a share. It's absolutely an amazing company. But here's a few more stats for you guys too as well. The company is 50% owned by Wall Street right now. Insiders are buying this company. Plus, think about this. ETFs right now, their uranium plays right now are all including UEC. This is something that's poised to be explosive in the next short period of time. You're going to see this company absolutely take off unlike anything else. There's no other uranium plays in the United States. Like I said, they have 5 million pounds of uranium right now. They're fully functioning and fully operational. Plus, they own a company called, they own 16% of a company called Uranium Royalty Company. So it's like buying 2 companies in one, where they get a 16% of that company's dividends and royalties. They get that right now. This is absolutely a company that is going to go places. Take a look at UEC on the New York Stock Exchange. You can get it from every broker that's out there. Now, once again, I'm not giving you financial advice, but take a look at this. The situation in Russia that was supposed to last weeks is not going to last weeks. And it's going to create a problem with our energy crisis. We're going to have a dismal winter right now. And you need to look at alternatives. And the best alternative is uranium. And there is no other American uranium company that's out there that's this dominant, that's going to do this much to the industry. And it's, you know, it's expected to explode in price, and it's also to be the dominant leader with the investment banks. Once again, this is the largest uranium play in the world. And it's something that it should be in every portfolio, and you should take a look at it. You want to hedge against everything? Take a look at uranium, because let's face it, the stock market can go up and do great things like it did yesterday, but you need to have something that's going to be tied to energy right now, something that we all need and that we can rely on. And that's uranium right now. So take a look at UEC. And again, it's available on all the different exchanges, but I love this company. Hope you guys will look at it as well. We are living through difficult times right now. And you've got to look at alternatives right now. I've made a lot of fun of the Peloton company because I think the product is ridiculous. I do. I just think it's insane to buy a $3,000 bike with a iPad on it, TV screen, whatever you want to call it, and be connected with somebody and work out with that person. I think it's stupid, okay? But the Peloton is doing something you should pay attention to, because the Peloton company has new management. And with new management comes fresh decisions, because people seem to take companies down a path and continue down that path to the inevitable destruction, which is what the past CEO did. Well, the Peloton company is now going to sell its bicycles in public. They're going to sell them at Dick's Sporting Goods, which we talked about last week. And now the Hilton company is going to buy Pelotons for all their gyms. Well, how many hotels are there at the Hilton company? My point is that sell differently. Right now, this is a bad time. This is going to get worse. This is the beginning of the avalanche cresting and breaking away from the mountainside as you sit there at the resort and watch it collapse and kill everybody. That's where we're at right now. But you can do different things to make money, and that's what the Peloton company is doing right now. And you've got to think differently right now. And again, it doesn't matter if you are a service company, if you install things, if you sell products, who can you sell to differently? That's what you need to do right now. And those are the people that are going to thrive and survive during this time. If you look at the Depression, if you look at all the problems that we had, a lot of millionaires were made right now. This right now is going to be an alternative universe where you're going to see people and friends and acquaintances and businesses. You're going to see a lot of people go out of business, but you're going to see people that are going to sell things differently that are going to survive. Will this be the ultimate move for the Peloton company? I don't know. But you have to look at this, because you get Robert Kiyosaki, who came out again today and said, hey, listen, I see that we are in the middle of a collapse, and that we are seeing in the stock market, and you've got to have gold, silver, and certain cryptos. But he also talked about the alternative, and the alternative is what other asset classes are going to be big, what other businesses are going to be big. And if you think, and if you look at this and read the article below that's attached in the video, you're going to see that he's talking about the whole universe and how there's going to be a lot of money made. There's going to be many millionaires made during this time. As people lose everything, there's going to be that many people that are going to thrive during this time. Now, people don't want to sit there and take the time. They don't want to work on their health. They don't want to work on their fitness. They don't want to work on their bills. They don't want to work on their finances. Okay? That happens all the time. Right now, think about this. New study just came out because we got the August numbers. We don't have September yet. August numbers. 60% of all households are living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, that's no big deal, Dan. People are getting paid. They're just strapped. They're just paying their bills. No, guys. This is terrible, because people don't have savings. People are not saving money right now. People are spending like they've never spent before. And again, if you cut back, you need to cut back on everything that you do. Get rid of debt. Get rid of things that you don't need. Don't spend money on worthless items. Just don't do it right now, guys. As I talk to so many people, and they talk about cutting back and getting rid of the gym memberships and the different Hulus and different apps like that, there are so many ways to save money that you can do month after month after month, and you need to start getting yourself in that mindset right now. And again, talking about Peloton again, this is important for this reason, because one thing that I do when I consult with a business is how to save money and how to sell more without spending a dollar more from the existing clients. And if people had that mindset, if you went back to your clients, 20% at minimum of your business should come from your existing clients. And I've seen it as high as 60% because of the referrals. and the appreciation. And the greatest storytellers of the people that you do business with are past customers that are happy. And if everybody's happy, they're going to tell everybody about you. Who's the best roofer? Who's the best termite guy? Who's the best attorney? Everybody, okay? And only you know if you're a headache or not, or if the woman that answers your phone is a pain in the ass. You know the answer to that, okay? So work on that. And again, month by month, this is going to change. You're going to see people getting into alternative investments. You're going to see different changes in the economy financially, and only you can work on this. So work on it right now. Make a huge change. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. You know, Robert Kiyosaki's been calling this, ringing this bell, ding, ding. He's like Peter Schiff, you know, but they're going to be right soon, okay? That's what I think. And they're going to be right and say, I told you so. I'm going to call myself a historian of 2008 because I lived through it and got clobbered by it firsthand. And if you do not think that things are reminiscent today of back then, you're kidding yourself. If you think that they put band-aids on things and fix things and the stock market shoots up and everything's okay and there is nothing to worry about, you are sniffing glue, okay? Let's put it that way. This is temporary. If you don't see the bigger picture and how bad things are, that is on you. You have been warned from the news, real news, channels like this, and other people in the financial community. Now, let's talk about Credit Suisse right now. Credit Suisse is an absolute mess right now. And the fascinating thing about Credit Suisse right now is they just took a huge loss, and they have different derivative funds that are losing money. They did an investment and with a man named Bill Huang from Archegos Capital that they lost a measly $5 billion on. Now, okay, I've got two great articles. Archipagos, anyways, Archipagos Fund, excuse me. Two great articles, one about Archipagos and one about Credit Suisse and the problems. They're in the video description below. But they've had tax problems, they've got scandals, they have all these different things. They've changed management, got the new head of the company right now. But if you think that that's just going to be the thing that's going to fix everything, you are kidding yourselves. All these derivatives and all these problems that make it look like a Lehman Brothers, to say the least, you have to look at this. Great article out of Australia that talks about 5 reasons why we're headed to a worldwide recession. Every single one of the reasons, and I won't bore you with them other than the dollar's got a problem, our declining real estate, the declining economy, supply problems, everything comes from here in the United States. So these 5 problems for a worldwide recession start here in the United States. So if that doesn't get you guys thinking about this, nothing will. Nothing will. It'll be interesting to see if they can fix Credit Suisse and get a bailout, as I think all these banks are going to get bailouts. It's going to be sickening when that happens. And the next thing is the Treasury Department just did a report on the problems that they have with cryptocurrencies and how we need to not take them seriously. These are going to be the things that are going to destroy the US dollar and the US economy. That's what the Treasury Department's trying to sell right now. Now, I don't believe that. Okay, I think that cryptos, I have a problem with cryptos because they're not backed by anything, and the stable coins and things that they talk about, read the story below. But here's the funny thing. If you do not believe that the Fed is working on a digital dollar in any way, shape, or form, and they're going to slam everything else, you're kidding yourself, because we're going to live in a world where the digital dollar will be ran by the Fed. And spoke to someone today who said, hey, listen, I think there's going to be a point in time where they're going to call our cash in over the course of a month, and then you're going to be given the digital dollars. Now, what that's going to look like is they're going to have their hands in everything. There will be no anonymity. If you buy a pizza, they will know it. They will be able to lock this up. You think that you have a problem with them locking up your cash deposits? They're going to lock up your digital dollars. Hey, you went to the bar 3 times, you know? We didn't know that you were into wrestling, and kind of against that. You know what I mean? Think about this. They're going to make decisions like this, as ridiculous as that sounds. What kind of movies do you watch? Oh, you guys are into video games. Yeah, we got to control that. That's what's going to happen with this stuff. Again, over on Balboa, got these nice houses on the end. You got the Grand Canal right there. Just a beautiful day. But Credit Suisse, that's the tip of the iceberg, guys. Here's the problem with all this stuff that I can't stand. This is where anything that's scandal plague has a problem. Okay? When you have one problem, that's one thing. Hey, we fixed it, we paid the fine, have a nice day. But when you've got 15 different issues, paying taxes, different trades that are illegal, different things, there's a problem in that house. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, the thing that you're going to see is that when things collapse and they come back out, and you're going to hear crazy stuff of how they spent the money, crazy stuff with investors' money, things like that, that will just be crazy all the way around. And right now you're going to see the feds and different governments and different bankers tell us that everything's safe and not to worry, which if you're not worried, you're a fool. That's all I got to say. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And first things first, for the holidays, there's going to be a butter shortage. Butter. Butter, butter, butter. Delicious, melty, gooey butter, okay, is going to be in short supply. Heavy cream, prices has gone up dramatically, if people can even get it. But the U.S. stockpile went from 382 million pounds down to 262 million pounds, and that is catastrophic. And they say that with the depletion in supplies and the excess price, which has gone up 14%, that butter is going to be in short supply for Thanksgiving. That is awful. Now, here in California, we're insane, and our governor has just confirmed that by, think about this, he has made jaywalking no longer a crime. Now, that's when you cut across the street. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, that's no big deal. Why are you talking about this? Well, let me tell you why. Because in certain cities, let's use the beautiful city of San Francisco, when I've been in vehicles and people go from car to car, talking to them, wanting things from them, and some even robbing people, now they don't get ticketed for that. Think about this. Now, I myself, having children, when I would drive by a school, you're always looking for kids and things like that. But imagine that's not a crime. Don't jaywalk. Go to the corner, go around to get your ball. Okay? This is insane, guys. This is absolutely the beginning of the end of everything. When you don't have rules and laws, you don't have a society. And it starts with jaywalking. And you can talk about this and say that this is ridiculous, Dan. You're exaggerating. No. No. Okay? And again, let's use the school again. Why have speed limits around? Why do they lower the speed limit around a school? Well, it's because some kid has his head down chasing a ball running into the street that you can plow into. Well, now it's not a crime to do that anymore. It's not a crime to cross the street without a signal, an intersection, or anything. And it's going to get more robberies. Mark my words on this. So January 1st, this takes effect. And again, complete lawlessness. It's insane. The final thing is there was a great study, a medical study, talking about how pasta and white rice are just as deadly as candy. Okay, well, my girlfriend calls white rice white death, which I've always liked. So hey, you're gonna serve me a little white death? Okay, I've done that. My suggestion for all you people that want to have an alternative, just eat bacon, because it's so much better and it's so delicious. I was at a restaurant here in Orange County last week, had a meeting, and they have candied bacon at this restaurant, and it is insane. And again, a friend of mine at my table said, what is this crack? And again, it's candied bacon. No vegan has ever said that. Oh, what is this? What is this crack? Oh, it's candied tofu. They've never said that. Ever, 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 ever. Please don't forget our sponsor, Uranium Energy Corporation. Think about this. The Russia situation's not going away, and we have all these different places that are demanding zero emissions. The only pure energy play is uranium, guys. Check out stock symbol UEC. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join the email list. The link is below. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.